Welcome to our chemistry class.
Properties of acids and bases. Acids are those chemical substances which have a sour taste. Acids change the color of blue litmus to red. The acids present in plants and animals are called organic acid. They are naturally occurring acids. Acetic acid is found in vinegar. Citric acid is present in citrus fruits like lemon and oranges. Lactic acid in curd, tartaric acid in tamarind and unripe grapes. Oxalic acid, which is present in tomatoes. Formic acid, which is otherwise called methanoic acid, is present in ant sting and nettle leaf sting, are examples. They are weak acids. The acids prepared from the minerals of earth are called mineral acids. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid are examples of mineral acids. Concentrated mineral acids are very dangerous. Carbonic acid is also a mineral acid. All the acid can be divided into two groups, strong acids and weak acids. All mineral acids except carbonic acid are strong acids. They are extremely harmful. They can burn our hands and clothes. Even the dilute solutions of strong acids are extremely harmful to drink. The organic acids are weak acids. Its dilute solutions are quite safe to drink. Next topic, concentrated and dilute acid. A concentrated acid is one which contains the minimum possible amount of water in it. The concentration of an acid is decreased by adding water to it. When water is added to concentrated acid, then a dilute acid is formed. Thus, a dilute acid is one which contains much more water molecules in it. Diluting acids or bases. The process of diluting an acid or base in water is highly exothermic in nature. That is, heat is produced in that reaction. We should give more care while mixing concentrated acid with water. The acid must always be added slowly to water with constant stirring. If water is added to a concentrated acid, the heat generated may cause the mixture to splash out and cause burns. The glass container may also break due to excessive local heating. So, it is not advisable to add water to a concentrated acid for diluting it. The dilution of a concentrated acid should always be done by adding concentrated acid to water gradually with constant stirring. When we add concentrated acid to water, then the heat is evolved gradually and it will be easily absorbed by the large amount of water. Now, properties of acids. Acid have a sour taste. Acid turns blue litmus to red. Acid solutions conduct electricity. Acid react with metal to form hydrogen gas. When an acid reacts with a metal, then a salt and hydrogen gas are formed. When dilute sulfuric acid react with zinc metal, then zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas are formed. In this reaction, zinc metal displaces hydrogen from sulfuric acid, and this hydrogen is evolved as hydrogen gas. For doing this activity, we have to take the apparatus as shown in the figure. That is, take a few pieces of zinc granules in a boiling tube and add 5 ml of dilute sulfuric acid to it. We will observe the formation of gas bubbles on the surface of zinc granules. Pass the gas being formed through the soap solution taken in the trough. Gas-filled bubbles are formed in the soap solution which rises into the air. Bring a burning candle near a gas-filled soap bubble. The gas present in soap bubbles burns with a pop sound. Only hydrogen gas burns making a pop sound. This shows that hydrogen gas is evolved in the reaction of dilute sulfuric acid with zinc metal. Most of the dilute acid react with the metal to form metal chlorides and hydrogen gas. That is why we should not keep curd and other sour substances in brass and copper vessels. If we do so, curd and other foodstuff contain acid which can react with the metals of the vessel to form poisonous metal compounds which can cause food poisoning and damage to our health. Next one, acid react with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonate to form carbon dioxide gas. Metal carbonate, on reacting with acid, you are getting salt, carbon dioxide and water. On the other hand, metal hydrogen carbonate, on reacting with acid, again you are getting salt, carbon dioxide and water. When dilute hydrochloric acid react with the sodium carbonate, then sodium chloride, carbon dioxide and water are formed. The carbon dioxide gas is formed in the form of brisk effervescence. When dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydrogen carbonate, then sodium chloride, carbon dioxide and water are formed. Thus, acid react with the carbonates and bicarbonates, otherwise called hydrogen carbonate, to evolve carbon dioxide gas. When carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, the lime water turns milky due to the formation of a white precipitate of calcium carbonate. Calcium hydroxide, that is CaOH twice, plus carbon dioxide, giving calcium carbonate, that is white precipitate, plus water H2O. If excess of carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, then the white precipitate formed before now, that dissolves due to the formation of a soluble salt, calcium hydrogen carbonate, and the solution becomes clear again. The reaction is calcium carbonate CaCO3 in the solid state, that is white precipitate, plus carbon dioxide, excess carbon dioxide in presence of water, plus H2O. You are getting calcium hydrogen carbonate CaHCO3 twice, which is soluble in water. For doing this experiment, we have to take a boiling tube and put about 0.5 gram of sodium carbonate in it. Add about 2 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in the boiling tube through a thistle funnel. We will observe that brisk effervescence of a glass is produced. Pass the gas through lime water. The lime water turns milky. Keep on passing carbon dioxide gas through milky lime water for some more time. The lime water becomes clear again. This shows that the white precipitate of calcium carbonate dissolves on passing excess of carbon dioxide gas. We can repeat this experiment by using sodium hydrogen carbonate in place of sodium carbonate. If someone is suffering from the problem of acidity after overeating, we can suggest taking baking soda solution as a remedy. This is because baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate which react with excess hydrochloric acid in the stomach and neutralize it. This gives relief to the person suffering from acidity. Acid react with bases to form salt and water. When an acid reacts with base, then a salt and water are formed. When hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide solution, then a neutralization reaction taking place to form sodium chloride and water. In this reaction, sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid neutralize each other to form sodium chloride salt, which is neither acidic nor basic. It is neutral. Reaction of metallic oxides with acids. Acid react with metal oxide to form salt and water. Metal oxide plus acid giving salt and water. For example, when dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with copper 2 oxide to form copper 2 chloride and water. CuO, that is copper 2 oxide, which is in black color, plus 2HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, in aqueous state, giving CuCl2, copper 2 chloride, blue-green color, plus water, H2O. Since metallic oxide react with acid to give salt and water, which is similar to the reaction of a base with an acid, metallic oxide are said to be basic oxides. Bases. Bases are those chemical substances which have a bitter taste. Bases are chemically opposite of acids. A base is a chemical substance which can neutralize an acid. Sodium hydroxide, calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonates are examples of bases. Water-soluble bases are called alkalis. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide are examples of water-soluble bases. So they are alkalis. Strong and weak bases. A base which completely ionizes in water and thus produce a large amount of hydroxide ion is called strong base. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are strong bases. A base which is partially ionized in water and thus produces a small amount of hydroxide ion is called weak base. Ammonium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide are weak bases. Properties of bases. Bases have bitter taste. Bases feel soapy to touch. Bases turn red litmus to blue. Bases conduct electricity in solution. Bases react with some metals to form hydrogen gas. When a base reacts with a metal, then metal salt and hydrogen gases are formed. For example, when sodium hydroxide solution is heated with zinc, then sodium zincate and hydrogen gas are formed. 2NaOH aqueous plus Zn solid, that is zinc. On heating you are getting sodium zincate, that is Na2ZnO2 in aqueous state plus H2 gas. It is very important to note that all the metals do not react with base to form salt and hydrogen gas. That is, this reaction is not possible with all metals. Bases react with acid to form salt and water. That we have already seen, no? Sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid gives sodium sulfate plus water. This reaction is called neutralization reaction. Next one, reaction of a non-metallic oxide with base. Bases react with non-metallic oxide to form salt and water. The reaction between carbon dioxide and calcium hydroxide is an example. Calcium hydroxide, which is a base, react with carbon dioxide to produce a salt and water. Since this is similar to the reaction between a base and an acid, we can conclude that non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. These are the properties of acids and bases. Thank you for watching.